morning, everyone. I'm just getting ready for the day. I thought we could do my makeup together. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have been listening to the new Sabrina Carpenter album, but I just cannot stop. I am completely obsessed with it, and it was like one of those albums, the first time I listened to it, I was like, I don't know. And then the next time I was like, oh my god, now I've just been listening to it on repeat ever since. I don't know, does that ever happen to you? Like you have an artist that you really like and then they put out a new album and just because you haven't heard it before, you like listen to it and you're like, I don't know if I like this one. And then next thing you know, you're listening to it 24/7 and you're like, how could I have ever thought that? I don't know. Does that ever happen to you? Let me know. It used to always happen to me like, with like Drake's albums. Like the first time I'd listen, I'd be like, I don't know about this. And then I would be completely obsessed. So yes, we are starting with, I've got a brand new Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm in the shade 3.5. And if you are new here, I dropped the spoon. This is like the most incredible primer ever, especially if you have oily skin. It really just like sets the base, it blurs your pores, it keeps your makeup on all day. The first time I ever tried it, I was like going on a flight and I was like, this is gonna be the ultimate test of like how long this lasts, because it was like a 15-hour flight and I was like, I'm gonna put this under my makeup base or underneath my makeup and see how it changes things. And my makeup looked pretty good by the time that I landed. Like, it definitely helped hold things together. It stopped it from being so oily. So this is my absolute ride or die. It comes with this little spoon. I just put like, can you see that? Like, she doesn't want to focus. But it's like, I'd say like a tiny pea size on my finger. And then you just, I warm it up between my fingers like that, and then I just go to town and really focus on the kind of center of my face where it usually starts showing like that glow at the end of the day, like in the T-zone on my forehead, and then I just sort of blend it out towards the outer edges of my face. And that is just gonna help your makeup like glue itself to your face. And it also helps like with oil production, so if you also have oily skin, it's gonna help you from getting so oily. And next, and also, oops, the spoon keeps falling out. It comes with this little like thing where the spoon clicks into the top if you properly click it in like that. And also like this thing lasts ages. The last one I had, I think I had it for, gosh, probably at least a year. Like this thing just lasts and it lasts and it lasts. So next, so this is a bit of a different like base combination that I've been doing lately. So I'll do the Danessa Myricks like underneath. That is just like the ride or die. That goes under everything that I wear. Every kind of makeup. And then I've been using the Merit, I think it's called the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick. So it can be used as a foundation and a concealer. So it's like 2-in-1 basically. And I just go all over my face with it like a little crayon. And the other nice thing about the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm is it like creates the nicest, smoothest base. Like your foundation goes on that so good afterwards, and it's like, do you have pores? Nobody knows. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. And I go a little bit thicker over like the middle of my face essentially, because that's usually where I want a little bit more coverage. And then I just blend her out with a fluffy brush. And if you want like your foundation to stay a little bit thicker, you want to do like a sort of stippling motion. If you want it to be a little bit more sheer, then you kind of do like a more brushy motion. But I don't know if this happens to you. Every time I feel like I do my foundation, my nose starts to run in the morning, and it's like I'm not sick. It just, and it won't happen at any other point during the day either. It's just like the getting up on a winter morning and your body getting used to the temperature. it's not even that cold and it's not winter anymore. It is the second day of spring for us here in the northern hemisphere, and it's really funny because like being in Australia and watching all the other like YouTube creators that I follow, and they're like, oh yeah, cozy content, we're going into autumn, and I'm like, I am getting my summer dresses out. And the good thing about this, because it is like a foundation and concealer stick in one, if there is some spots like on your face that you can sort of, you want more coverage again, like for example my under eyes, or this beautiful spot here, or this beautiful spot here, I'll just go over those again after I have blended, and I'll just sort of pat the foundation into them. But yeah, this is like the ultimate, if I'm not chatting to you, I can get this whole routine like zoomed through in 8 minutes. So minimal effort, maximum payoff, which is what we want. So next, we gotta set it as always with the Fit Cover Mineral Foundation in the shade Activate. Just put a little bit in the lid. I grab this brush, which is just a Mecca one that I've had for years, and then I will first go in and set the under eyes. With a normal foundation, you obviously like don't want to have too much powder on the brush, but because this one is like a powder foundation, it is a powder foundation as well, you can be a little bit more liberal with it, and I just find that this is really what's going to lock this in all day. Like when I do this combo together, it's like my makeup looks exactly the same at the end of the day as it does at the start, and it's like I could have got up at like 6 a.m., done all my PhD stuff, sat on the computer all day, gone to the gym, gone to horseback riding, gone to Pilates, whatever, and it's still there by the end of the day when I go to take it off. And then big fluffy brush just to set the rest of my face, I guess. Yeah, and same thing. Like you want to tap off like so that you're not just getting clumps of powder, but this is really gonna like just lock that base in all day, and it's not going anywhere. And when I tell you, like living somewhere subtropical and like enjoying wearing makeup and trying to do all the things to figure out how to get your makeup to stay on your face, there's a hair, I feel like I've got it down to a fine art now. So next we are going to go in with with the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer. They do say it is an illuminator, but I use this as like a bronzer and a contour. I would say this is warmer than a bronzer, warmer than a contour, so I'll just go higher on the like cheek than you maybe think that you need, and then either side of the nose. Also, this thing is amazing. I really loved using it. I just find it's a really easy product to use. It's super blendable, and it works really good as like kind of a bronzer contour. So I always go really high on the cheekbones because you don't want to contour too low down, because then you pull your whole face down and nobody wants that. So I sort of like tap into it to kind of get it into the brush, and then just wherever you put your bronzer and contour basically, but I like to kind of go up so that you're not going below your cheekbone, because then that's gonna, like I said, pull your face down a little bit. And the nice thing about the Fit Cover foundation is that you can put like cream products over it and it's totally fine. Like it's not gonna move around, it's not gonna go anywhere, and yeah, I just find that it's really easy to work with in that way. Blend out the nose contour. I don't try and keep it super perfect looking because I just want more of a shadow, like for definition. I don't want to actually look like I have lines going down my nose. And then we'll just blend under the chin so that we can have a nice snatched jawline. Next, for my blush, oh my god, I'm really exposing myself with how well worn this thing is. But this is like my favorite sort of like, if you want like that little bit like sunburnt, glowy, warm look, this is the Beauty Light wand in the shade Pinkgasm Sunset. I feel like this doesn't get talked about enough. Like if you have like a medium light skin tone, this is gonna look so pretty on you. Like it looks like you've just been like in the sun all day, and it just gives you a really nice glowy flush. And you can see how well loved it is, which I think is always a good sign, because then it means like it's been getting the use out of in your makeup bag or your makeup counter, as the case is here. See, like that is just, I think it's so pretty. It's so nice when you have like a little bit of a tan. And then I always just dot the excess over the bridge of my nose. Next, we're gonna go in with the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer in the shade Peachy. This one I do use as a highlighter. And then tip of the nose. It's starting to run out too, which is making me sad, but we can go get another one. And that also has lasted a really, really, really long time as well. I would say they kind of are a bit similar to like the Charlotte Tilbury ones, but yeah, are they super different? I don't know. I mean, the shades are different for me, but the formulas are kind of similar. I feel like the longevity you get is kind of similar. I do like the applicator. I feel like sometimes the squeezy tube thing, I mean, I guess it's like bacteria doesn't get into the tube, but I kind of like the doe foot applicator sometimes. But anyways, next we're gonna go in with bronzer. This is just the Bonfire one. This is discontinued, which makes me devastated. It's my absolute favorite bronzer, and they don't make it anymore. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I bought all the ones that I could on eBay as soon as I found out. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I still have quite a few of them left. And same thing, I just go underneath the chin to set what I've already done there. And this brush, like you can sort of see how it's kind of like a triangle, is the best brush for like, I just find for like doing your bronzer, and even like I'll use the fluffier end for using the powder blush just to set it. And I feel like that really helps blend everything together, because you've got like a bit of the same pigment on the brush, and that just kind of helps make everything look super seamless. And then we have to set our contour, so I'm using Benefit highlighter in the shade Tickle, which is just a really nice like warm goldeny pink highlight that is so flattering if you have sort of like a medium, neutral, or probably even warm skin tone. And I always just do like high points of the face, tip of the nose, and now for eyeshadow, we are going to use, this is one of my absolute favorite, like just one and done eyeshadows. If you just want something easy, you don't want to think about it, but you still want it to look like you put effort in and you tried. This is from Victoria Beckham. These are the lid lusters in the shade Tea Rose. And this is just one of like the prettiest eyeshadows I think I've ever seen. Like the color of it is just so nice, and it is sort of like a pinky brownie shade on the lid. So I like, you could use a brush. I like to use my fingers. I just go in with my ring finger, and then starting at the, see, it's just like the perfect easy, I start at the outer corner because that's where you're gonna get the most pigment, that's where you want the most pigment, and then I just kind of blend with my finger from there. We'll do it again. And then I just kind of make sure that I blend up to my brow bone, because I just think, because it's such like a pinky shade, I think you can sort of, can you see that? Kind of. I think it just creates like a really nice, like easy, I wouldn't call it a smoky eye, but it just kind of creates like an easy look, and like you could even build that up way more if you wanted to. I just find it's one of those ones where it's so easy, you're just kind of like one and done, and it looks like you've spent ages on your eye look, but you really haven't. And we love products like that. And I have a few of the other shades as well from like the lid lusters. I have Honey and Mink, which is like, honey is like this beautiful gold color. It looks so nice if you have like a bit of a tan and you just want like a little bit of something on your eyelid, like for a little bit of sparkle, but it's just sort of subtle. And then Mink is like a kind of like a chocolatey brown. And that one I really love because it's like you can either make it really subtle or you can like make a really like dramatic smoky eye, which I never really do, but you could if you wanted to. And it's just really easy to work with. Like you just use your finger. I have tried using a brush. I actually prefer how it looks using your fingers. So next we're gonna go in with the Kat Von D Tattoo eyeliner. And I just wing out from the outer corner. I don't really bother with actually going across my lid because I have like lashes. So I feel like there's not really a point. And yeah, then where are we at? I'm gonna use, this is the Maybelline Super Lock eyebrow gel. Yeah, and it's tinted, but I don't know if it's like drying out or something. I feel like I'm getting less and less out of it. But yeah, I feel like with my eyebrows, I feel like they're very stubborn. Like I have them tattooed, so I'm not really worried about like the color part of it, but sometimes you just want a bit of fluff with them. And I've tried a fair few eyebrow gels and they just seem to want to live a life of their own. Like they will not be tamed, but that's okay. They're just living their best life. So that's that on that. And then lips and then setting spray. I always blot my lips to make sure I'm getting off whatever I had, like the lip mask that I had on from last night. And then I guess while we're at it, we're just gonna do like the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. And you can tell that this lip liner is very well loved. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Sculpt in the shade Hot Gossip. I think I need to get another one soon. Because this one's getting to the point where it's like hard to even sharpen it. And I feel like this one doesn't get talked about enough. Like if you also have a medium skin tone and like Pillow Talk on its own, the lip liner is a little bit too light for you, and like maybe you don't want to do Pillow Talk medium, you want something else for whatever reason, this is a really, really good option. And then I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Nude Romance. When I tell you I searched high and low for the perfect like nudie but not like making you look dead shade, which is something I really struggle with like medium neutral skin tones, I feel like it is so hard to actually find a nude that looks good. They're either like too pink, or they're too orange, or they're too dark, or they're too light, and this is actually a really, really, really good option. I do think like you need to use a lip liner with it so that it doesn't just fade into your face, but this is a really, really, really good option because it's just like the perfect like sort of like pinky nude, sort of pinky brown. It's not too pink, it's not too orange, and I searched high and low for this, so if you're also looking, give this one a try, Nude Romance. And then we're just gonna top it off with the Collagen Lip Bath in the shade Pillow Talk. And I just do that for a bit of moisture, like a little bit of shine. There's something on the side of my nose that's really itchy. Anyways, so that is the makeup for the day done. And yeah, let's get going. Oh my God, I almost forgot. I almost forgot the most important thing, which is deodorant. And I've been using Wild for, gosh, probably years now. And this is the best clean deodorant I have ever found. It comes in a bunch of different smells. So this is the vanilla buttercream, which I don't believe is available anymore, but every season they come out with a bunch of different new fragrances, and depending what your perfume is, you can use it as part of your layering stack, because it actually, like, they smell amazing. They smell good enough to eat. And so each month you get a little like refillable cardboard package deodorant that you can pop in your case, which is metal, and so you can keep reusing the same case, but then you're just refilling the inside bits, and the inside bits are recyclable, so it's sustainable, and it is a clean deodorant, and it actually works. And I know because I have tested it through Australian summer, and she does the job, let me tell you. There is a discount code below, or there's a discount code link, so you have to use the link, which will be down in the description box, and I believe it gets you 50% off your first order, which is insane. Like, it is so worth it, and they have a bunch of different cases that you can choose from. I'm super obsessed with this one. I feel like it's really similar to a phone case that I used to have, but yeah, the thing with deodorants is, like, most of them are full of things that are not very good for you, and you are putting it very close to your lymph nodes, which is, it's not a vibe. So yeah, I've always been like on deodorant, but sometimes they don't always work, or sometimes they have weird smells, and these ones are amazing. You can use it as like a layering thing with your perfume. I'm always wearing like really like vanilla gourmandy perfumes, so the vanilla buttercream, as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is completely up my street. So if you've been looking for a good clean deodorant, use the link down below and give it a try. Obviously, if you don't like it, you don't have to keep using it, but I think you are going to be converted, because they're just the best, and the price point is insane, and especially if you use the discount link below, like, it's just kind of a no-brainer. So yeah, let me know what scent you are going to choose. I'm really excited. I'm actually just about to place an order for like the upcoming season, so I'm really excited to see what fragrance options they have, because I don't know, if you're anything like me, like, the scent is like so much part of the experience, and a lot of the clean deos that I was finding before, I was like, I don't really want to smell like a woodsy man, but thanks for the offer. So these ones are amazing. I might not put my deodorant on camera. I don't know, we're that close friends. It's not that weird, but yeah, the texture of it is amazing. It's like really smooth, it goes on really easy, it glides, like the glide is good. It's not like some clean deodorants I've tried before, they're like, it feels like you're almost like waxing your armpit by like the way that it's going like down your armpit. So no, these are super amazing, super moisturizing, and the best part is they work. New things in the mail, and I thought we could unbox them together, because one of them I think is going to be the absolute, like, the bag of my summer, and let's just get into it. Without further explanation, I saw this and I was like, I've been looking at this bag for a while, and then, well, I saw that the brand was having a sale, and I was like, this feels like a sign to get this, because I think you'll agree with me when you see her, just opening it up, that she is just like the absolute perfect bag for summer. Oh my goodness, all the wrapping. But I am very excited for this. Here she is. And if you were watching the other vlog, you're like, don't you already have a bag like that? Yes, but the detailing on that one is black, and the detailing on this one is brown. And as you know, I have been very into my tan accessory life.
And I do like the black one. I think it is cute. I personally am wearing a lot more tan accessories now, and you know I like to match my accessories to my shoes. So yeah, this is her. Obviously it's inspired by another bag, but yeah, I think she is just super cute. Like, the colors are so nice. Like, the tan is gonna match perfectly with like even like the shoes I'm wearing right now, and I think she's the perfect size. I like a smaller handbag, and it comes with a crossbody strap. I don't think I'll use that, but it's nice to have the option. And yeah, there she is. You can see inside there's a nice little silicone packet. If you have any camera equipment, by the way, these are really good to put in your, like, these little silicone sachets that you get with like shoes or whatever are really good to put in your camera bag, especially if you live somewhere humid, because it obviously keeps the moisture out of there. So that's a little fun aside. But yeah, you can have a look inside. She's actually like pretty roomy for being a small bag that obviously is not going to have any stretch. I'm just trying to get the plastic thing off, but maybe I'll do that later. It does have a little pocket in there, and yeah, I probably would not, I'm probably gonna wear her like that, because let's be real, doing this all the way up every time you want to get your stuff out of your bag is not really the vibe. But I think this is really cute. I think she even really goes with the outfit I'm wearing right now. One sec, I'll show you. I'm wearing the Karen Millen like white halter neck shirt dress that I unboxed with you a few videos ago, but I just think this is gonna go so perfectly with like every single white dress that I own. Like, I just think that is so cute. She is the perfect size. You can definitely fit like your phone and a few other things inside of it. So yeah, I feel like this is gonna get lots of wear this summer. It even matches the kitchen setting, the table setting, whatever you want to call it. You can't see my shoes because I can't back far enough, but yeah, you get the gist. I feel like this is so cute. I can't stop looking at her. Oh, she still has like all the plastic wrapping on, but I'll get that off camera. But if you're looking for a really cute like summer occasion bag, or just even like, I'm gonna use this on the day-to-day, I think this is so cute. Like, I love just like a classic simple white dress with like accessories like this. I feel like it just, oh, chef's kiss. This is making me very happy. So yeah, she does also, I believe on their website, come with like a black like leather detailing. I don't think it's real leather, but I like the tan personally. Just for summer, I feel like tan and white and raffia is just chef's kiss. Like, I'm very excited to wear this, and I'm probably gonna like move all my stuff in here now and start wearing her now, because that's the thing about like Gold Coast summer is really funny, because it'll be really cold. Like, even last week I went to my riding lesson, I was wearing like thermal lined breeches, long sleeve base layer, really thick like wax jacket, was sitting there and was like really cold when I was waiting for my lesson, and 1 week later now it is actually really warm out. Like, even it's what, 8:30 in the morning, and normally in winter like the morning takes a little while to heat up. I'm sure you know how winter works, but it was like this morning I got up and I was like, I am sweating. Like, why is it so hot all of a sudden? So it really does feel like summer is coming, and I don't know if we're quite ready for it after all winter being like, I just want to be able to wear cute dresses around the house and like not have to layer and all of that. Well, my wish has come true, and I think it might be time almost to like put the air conditioning on soon in the afternoon, because of the direction my like apartment faces. I get like all the afternoon sun, which means it can act like a greenhouse in here essentially, which is, it's a vibe. Sometimes it's a very hot vibe, but yeah, it's one of those things where I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain about being warm. I think as a girly who grew up in Canada and who knows what a real winter is, I am not going to complain about being warm. So yeah, I think it's summer is coming and I've got the perfect bag for summer now, which I'm super excited about. And something else came in the mail, and if it's what I think it is, we're gonna unbox that together too. Okay, this is all, if this is what I think it is also a handbag, which is also going to be, let's just open it first and make sure it's actually what I think it is. Okay, there is a lot of packaging, but I think this is what I thought it was. And if it is, I've been looking for something like this for so long, and when I saw this online, I was like, oh my god, my prayers have been answered. I think you won't be surprised when you see what it looks like, based on how I keep banging on about canvas and tan handbags in general for summer, but I just think it really looks so nice. It goes so well with like those crisp whites that you like wearing in summer, and here she is. Yeah, oh my god, I think this is just so cute. She's got all her like coverings and wrappings on, but I want to try and get it all off so you can get the full effect and see properly what she looks like. But, oh my goodness, I think that's enough. It's still got a bit of plastic, but oh my god, she is so cute. Like, oh my goodness. Again, a crossbody strap. Probably not going to use that. This bag is a little bit too big to wear crossbodied, but oh my goodness, this is just like, this is going to be, I know I said the last one was going to be the bag of summer. The last one is going to be like the occasion bag of summer. This is going to be like the workhorse everyday bag of summer, I think. Let's show you what it looks like a little bit pulled back. Okay, like, I think the proportions of this, just perfect. She's not too big, she's not too small. You're gonna be able to get like a good amount of stuff in there. And I just love like the canvas detailing and like the tan leather together. I think it's gonna be so cute, and I'm gonna get so much wear out of this summer. And yes, it looks like another bag that is a lot more expensive than this one was, but I will link this one below. And because of where I found it, I would say that things on there tend to sell out quickly. So yeah, just bear that in mind. If you see this bag and you like it, then yeah, I think this is going to be so cute. This is going to honestly be the perfect bag for summer, I think. And it's like a good enough size that you can get all your bits in. And yeah, because I'm the kind of girl that likes to carry lots and lots of things with me, and so it's nice to have a bag that can hold all of that, but it still looks cute. Like, it doesn't look like a super oversized bag, because the thing is like, yes, I want to carry lots of things with me. I don't love a super big bag on me, because I feel like I am on the shorter side, and sometimes I feel like a really big bag can just kind of like overwhelm you a little bit. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. But yeah, I think this is so cute, and you are going to see this all the time from now on. Back in the kitchen, and we are making the oatmeal chocolate chip cranberry cookies. I almost said oatmeal raisin. They are not oatmeal raisin. They are oatmeal cranberry chocolate. I've adapted this recipe. I'll post the link below so you can get the instructions if you want to make these as well. oven, and now we're gonna leave them to cool down for maybe 10 to 15 minutes. So I've just been to Reformer Pilates. The instructor at Hustle, who I absolutely love her classes, Amy, she's amazing, did a Reformer teacher training, and Hustle does like mat and bar Pilates as well as like circuit training and strength training, and they don't have reformers though, and I love Reformer. And so Amy did her Reformer teacher training, and so she needed to film a class, like her teaching a class for her assessment. And so I went to the class that she was filming for her assessment, and my God, it was so hard. And also, like, partway through, her phone ran out of storage, so we pretty much had to do the entire workout twice, and like, oh my goodness, my butt is feeling it. But I think it was a good workout, let me tell you that. And I decided to give ClassPass a go. I have tried ClassPass in the past. I was trying to say, oh, the words are not coming out today. Okay, I have tried ClassPass in the past, and it didn't have enough options really in the Gold Coast, and now I have come back to it. Now I'm like, oh my God, there is so many options, and Reformer is something I've been really wanting to get back into. And there was this really cute Reformer studio that I saw by a bathhouse that me and my friend go to, and I've always wanted to try it. And with the seasons changing, it just brings about a shift. I think also, like, when I'm filming this, it's like the eclipse portal is opening, and I know I'm probably shocking everybody who's like, what do you mean, the eclipse portal? Like, aren't you an academic? Anyways, we like astrology here too. And for me, it's supposed to be really about like just a big faded shift around something that feels like home or belonging or something like that. Like, it's almost just like big changes are in the air is basically what happens when eclipse portals open. So yeah, I've been training at Hustle for 2 years and doing their online since literally 2020. Lexi, the girl who owns it, used to be my F45 trainer when I used to live in Byron Bay, so this was like 2018, 2017, 2016, and then she started Hustle, but I'd moved away, and then during lockdown she started online, and the online platform is incredible. If you are looking for like a really good, like, the workouts are about like 20 to 30 minutes, 40 if you do a stretch, and they are hard. So if you're looking for a really good online platform, Hustle is the one, but they also have an in-person studio in the Gold Coast. That was such a long rant, I don't even know where I was going with that. Anyway, so I've been training in the studio for 2 years. I've been training with Hustle online since 2020. That's like 5 years of doing Hustle. I obviously absolutely love it. I really can't talk today, my goodness. I love Hustle. But sometimes you just want to mix things up, and I really have been enjoying like strength training. Like, I've done a little bit of strength training in the past, and it just, yeah, I really enjoy it. The thing is I need someone to tell me what to do, because like where we went for Amy's like Reformer class today, it was like within like a bigger gym, and they had like a Pilates studio in the gym, and as I was walking through the gym, I was like trying to imagine myself like in there. Like, I just would have no idea what to do. Like, I'm fine if you tell me what to do. I'm fine if you show me. I'm fine if you create a class for me. If you just let me loose in there, no idea. So anyways, I decided ClassPass would be a good option because I can still go to Hustle, and I can also try out the Reformer studio near me, and then there's a few other like gyms and classes and that kind of thing where I wanted to try those too, so I'm going to try those too. But earlier in the vlog, I think I told you I was going to go to Mecca and smell some of the new perfumes that landed from the brand Fleur. And I did, and I was really surprised because the ones that I thought I was gonna love, I did not love, and the ones that I like didn't know anything about, I actually really liked. They have a rose one called Forever Rose, I believe, that like, oh my god, it was so good. But I love like a rose perfume, but not like an old lady rose, like a kind of modern rose. I'll link it down below if you want to go check it out, but it smells amazing. I feel like it's quite a safe blind buy. If you know you like a rose fragrance, it's like juicy, it's fresh, it's rose, it's not old lady rose, it's like a very fresh, modern, younger rose, I guess, but it's not overly sweet, it's very wearable, very safe, like it's a good blind buy. And then the other one I also really liked was the strawberry one. The strawberry one was really nice. It was fresh, it was fruity, but it wasn't overly sweet. If you really want to smell like a strawberry, because this literally smells like strawberry jam, it's a good one to go check out. I'll also link that down below if you want to go have a look. But the one that I really thought I was intrigued by was Heavy Cream, because I love me a milk perfume. I like a milky perfume. I like milk from Commodity, one of my all-time favorites. I will repurchase that forever. I just love milk as a note in a perfume, which sounds weird, but it's, yeah, I don't know. It just reminds me of food. And I just want to smell like a snack. And yeah, I didn't love Heavy Cream. To me, it was just a little too, I know it was a body spray, and I guess like you can't expect like complexity and depth and interest and all of the things that maybe like I want in a fragrance in a body spray, like it's in a plastic bottle. Maybe that's not the place to go look for like the height of fragrances. I thought it was very wearable, very safe, maybe just like a good one to throw in your gym bag if you're like, I just want to have like a zhuzh when I'm out and about, like I don't want to smell or anything, or you just want to have something easy to throw on, maybe like if you're the kind of person who likes to wear perfume to the gym like I am. It's a good one for that. But I just thought, I have so many other vanilla perfumes. Like vanilla perfume is like my everything. I have tried so many. I have created a whole edit, which I will also link down below if you want to check out what some of my faves are. And I just love perfume, so I wear it everywhere I go. But yeah, so Heavy Cream, very safe, very like easy to just top up probably whatever you were wearing. I think it would be nice layered with something a little bit, with a bit more intrigue. And then Vanilla Skin is good, but same kind of thing. Like I find it's very, just smells a bit young. And yeah, but at the same time I did think if you wanted just like a safe perfume to carry around in your bag with you and you just want a little top up, it would be a really good one for that, because I think it would mix well if you were already wearing another fragrance and then you just wanted to throw something over top, or maybe, I don't know, like sometimes you just want to top up your fragrance but you don't actually want to carry around a full bottle of perfume with you, or even a tester or a sample or whatever. I think it would just be like a good one where you could have it on hand, and it would be like a really safe, easy, wearable one. I gave Father Figure a smell as well, and I did actually really like that. So, and Mood Ring. Mood Ring was another one from Fleur that I found really interesting and a little bit unexpected. Like it kind of smells like an adult version of like a kind of like nice candy. I don't know if I'm really like conveying it that well. I sniffed it so quick because I really just wanted to smell the Heavy Cream perfume, but oh well. Also, because I was sad because I didn't get the perfume that I thought I was gonna get, I walked by H&M and they actually had some really, really cute things in there. And I've been eyeing up this little like flower dish. I just think this is the cutest thing in the world. It's almost like a minimal version of like cabbageware, but I just think it's so cute. It's white, it's perfect. It would be really good for like putting dips in. I don't know what this means by 50% recycled ceramic. That's not going to focus. How do you 50% recycled ceramics? I don't know. Anyways, I thought this would be really cute, just even like used as a jewelry dish, or like, yeah, on a nightstand, or you could use it to keep, I don't know, dips, salt, whatever. Or like little like picky bits on the table if you were going to use it more for food. I feel like the detail doesn't really show up very well on camera, but it's so cute. And they have plates that matched, but as you've seen, I just bought other plates, so I didn't need more. And I thought, you know what, let's do a seasonal tablescaping overhaul. I leave the table, whoops. Also, this I thought would be a really cute little just oil dispenser jug to have. Well, you can't see it really, but to just have over here so that you can decant your, well, I usually cook with coconut oil, so that's probably what's going in there, but I thought it would be really cute. Yeah, just as like a little thing to have it out. And then the last thing I ended up getting was this tablecloth, and I really liked the olive leaf print. It really reminded me of like William Morris wallpaper, and I thought that would be a fun and cute like spring seasonal update for the tablescape. And because the napkins I have on there currently are quite floral, I decided to pick up like just a very basic but beautiful white linen napkin. Like the texture of H&M linen is just incredible. And I mean, a white linen napkin never really goes amiss, and I think the price point for these is just insane, and like the quality for what you're getting is just so good. So yeah, let's rejudge the tablescape for spring. For reference, these are the napkins I had on there. I don't remember where I got these from, but yeah, I saw like a McGee & Co tablescape, and they had like a setup really similar to this, but they had like a green gingham and like a floral napkin, and I just thought it looked so cute. But McGee & Co doesn't ship to Australia, and I know I could use Reship to do it, but it just seems like a lot for a tablecloth. Although, like, the one tablecloth that they have, it's like a green gingham, and it's literally everything I have been looking for. I don't know why it's so difficult to find like a good green gingham tablecloth that's not $400, but it is. And let it be known, if any homeware brands ever want to like collab on a tablescape like collection, I have ideas. Like, and I say that because the things that I want, I don't think that they're that crazy or out there, but I just can't find them anywhere. And I'm like, well, if I want them, surely someone else will want them too. So if that's you and you ever see this and you can help make this happen, let's chat. There we go. Spring tablescape updated. I really love the olive leaf print of this tablecloth, and like mixed with like the jute, rattan, whatever you want to call it, like placemats and little woven napkin ring holders. And I just think also like the kind of off-white of the napkins really matches well with the background of the tablecloth. So yeah, very happy with that. Okay, two things I have to update you on. So I got a haircut. I felt like it was just time to, yeah, like when my hair was straight, it was literally down to here. And I mean, I never really wear my hair straight, but it was just getting kind of, I don't know, new season. It feels time for a new haircut, and yeah, I chopped like a good amount off, and I just feel like something about a new haircut just really, really makes you feel just some kind of way. So yeah, super happy with it. I was gonna take you guys along, and then I just was chatting with the hairdresser and completely forgot. So yes, this is what it looks like now, and I feel like it's just gonna be so much more easy to deal with, and I really like this length. Like, I feel like after the bob adventure of like 2023, 2022, and then I was like, now I just really want to have long hair. And then as soon as my hair was really long, it was like, no, now I want it back. Like, I feel like this is a good length. It like looks nice, it's easy to manage, it's just all the things. But the other thing I came on here to tell you about was like having to bend over. This dress just, don't mind, my tablecloth is drying up there. This dress just arrived, and you will not guess where this is from. Like, this really is just, oh my god, it is so cute. Like, the little floral detailing and like the vines across the bust and down where the panel where the button goes, and you've got like these little covered buttons, and then like the way the vines are on the waistband here. I will link this down below. This dress is so cute. The little bows on the shoulder. I mean, you could absolutely tie the bows so that they were, I think this is inside out, so that they are like more like frontward facing, like I've got them here, or if you wanted them to be a little bit more subtle, you could definitely like tie them like such. But I feel like they're a really cute detail of the dress, and yeah, like the fit on this is just incredible. I am wearing a size small, and because like you do have this smock detailing at the back, it really is just gonna nip you in at the waist, and it's gonna be so perfectly fitted, and then it flares out. It is a midi length, and I think it honestly just hits at the most flattering spot, like right at the ankle. I'm wearing like a little heel with it, but you could definitely wear it with flats. And I just think this is gonna be, like, this dress just screams spring to me. I'm going to a gardening workshop tomorrow, and I'm gonna bring you guys along, of course, but this feels like the perfect outfit to go to a gardening workshop in. Like, I think I'm gonna get so much wear out of this dress this summer. It is cotton as well. And just the little print on it, for me, this is just so cute. I don't actually wear a lot of black anymore, but I just thought this was so like sweet with a little floral pattern. It just feels really springy. It's just like a really easy dress to throw on when you want to feel like comfortable. And one thing about wearing like white all the time, I love how it looks. Sometimes I feel like it's a little bit high maintenance in the sense that you're always like, I don't want to drop anything on this. But this dress just feels like an easy one to wear. It's springy, it feels nice. I really love the way the fit on this is just insane. The way it nips you in at the waist, and the way it's fitted at the back panel, and the covered buttons, and like the vine detailing. To me, this just feels everything I'm excited about, like spring summer fashion. And I really also think this bow detailing on the shoulder, like I cannot, it is just, oops, so cute. And yeah, I just had to show this one with you. I will link it down below. I am completely obsessed with this. It's just so cute.
But it would be really good for you guys to just chop it in small pieces, okay? Everything will be mulched. That's the first step, clearing the area. We're gonna cut everything. Everything. Okay? So we're gonna prune everything. That's the first thing to get on. But if you missing the long life cycle plate, so we can go back here. There's no celery there. Parsley that I know that likes shade. With the squash that I know that likes a little bit of shade.
Is there any advantage of just getting seeds rather than seedlings?
There are some things that take so long because we want things to grow at the same time.
Yeah.
For example, lettuces takes 4 to 6 weeks for them to sprout from seeds to seedling.
Okay.
So you just need to understand what did I explain to you just before about
Just finished up at the gardening workshop and oh my god, my mind is blown. Like, it was a workshop about how to grow your own food and he just has an incredible method for doing it and like how to like preserve the health of the soil, how to like companion plant. Like, I think we're all conditioned into thinking that in your garden you should be growing like rows of food, and he was like, no, not at all. Like, you're trying to grow a food forest essentially, and when you plant like you companion plant, which I was familiar with, but like the way he frames it is really interesting because he's like, you can put like 3 seeds in one hole and it's like one is going to come up really quick, one is going to come up after that, the next one is going to come up after that, and they're all different heights. And he showed us some really interesting ways of like how to mulch and make sure that you're not growing weeds, and like instead of just harvesting a little bit off of your plant at a time, like don't be afraid to take like the whole kale, and then that's gonna free up the space so the next thing can grow. And it was just so fascinating. Like, I have so many ideas, so many things I've been thinking about now. As always, I wish I had more space, but also I think having a balcony garden, it like forces you to be creative. But that was so interesting and my mind is literally buzzing with ideas. Like, I can't wait to get back in the garden. I guess some of it, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to implement it because I do a lot of my like vegetable planting in containers, and I was planning on doing like some companion planting in the sense I was going to put the basil and the tomatoes together, and then like basil and marigold in some other plants or some other pots. I was thinking about it in that sense, but yeah. And like the way he was talking about with like composting, like when your bed is done, like instead of just pulling things out or whatever and like disturbing the soil underneath, like just chopping everything down, chopping that all up, mixing that all in with the topsoil, but like don't flip the soil over. Like, you just want to aerate it because the bacteria that likes being at the bottom is at the bottom and the bacteria that likes being at the top is at the top, so you don't want them to get mixed up, but you're just aerating it so the water can get in
And I did try and show a few little snippets from the workshop, but he gave us like 2 hours worth of information, so you can only fit so much into a little video. But yeah, that was so interesting. I'm so excited to get back into the garden.